Second presentation is International Networking Week Proclamation, where we kind of talk about businesses in our community, and Commissioner Barnette is going to do that proclamation for us.
Yes, indeed, it is my pleasure to present on behalf of the Office of the Mayor a proclamation recognizing International Networking Week. And can I have Art Dreiss and a colleague of his, Art's president of Success Alliance, come on up to the mic, and if you would introduce your colleague, and then I'll read this proclamation and turn it back over to you to say a few things about the organization.
Sure. This is Kathy Davenport. She's our vice president of the organization.
Welcome, Kathy. Good. Well, let me read this. Again, it's proclamation in recognition of International Networking Week. Whereas Business Networking International, BNI, is the largest business networking organization in the world, and offers members the opportunity to share ideas, contacts, and more importantly, business referrals. And whereas BNI's 65-member chapter in Dunedin, known as Success Alliance, is breaking records with over 1,200 visitors and over 16,000 referrals passed between members, amounting to more than $11 million in closed business since the inception of this chapter in January 2007. A lot of money.
Yes, sir.
And whereas the Dunedin Chamber of Commerce plays a vital role in our community with respect to networking, promoting jobs, working with the Merchants Association, and partnering with the city in their efforts toward economic development. And whereas the goal of International Networking Week is to celebrate the key role that networking plays in the development and the success in businesses and economic development in our own community. And whereas the focus of this event is to bring together representatives of government, businesses, and the community for the purpose of networking with each other, and to understand the concept of good networking that ultimately culminates greater service for local communities. Now, therefore, I, Ron Barnette, on behalf of Dave Eggers, by virtue of the authority vested in him as mayor of the city of Dunedin, Florida, and on behalf of the entire city commission, do hereby proclaim the observance of February 4th to February 8th, 2013 as International Networking Week in Dunedin, to raise awareness of networking in the community and recognize it as an essential tool for success in today's business environment that ultimately benefits our entire community. Let me present this to you, Art, and turn the mic over to you. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you. Yeah. Thank you.
I've actually had the pleasure, of coming here for the last 3 years. 3 years ago, I was the vice president of the group, and last year I was one of the leaders of the group as well. This year I get to be the president, which is a fun thing. And one of the reasons that BNI Success Alliance in Dunedin is so successful is because of the support that we have from the city itself and the commissioners, and we really appreciate that. There is no other that I know of locally here, another city that's doing a proclamation like this, and you have done this for many years for us, and it's fantastic. As you mentioned, BNI is the largest networking organization in the world. There are thousands of chapters around the world with over 150,000 members who pass billions of dollars in business every year. Success Alliance is one of those chapters, and we have 65 members. The average size of a chapter is about 25 to 30 around the world, and we have 65 members. And it's a very, very strong chapter. As a matter of fact, we've been named as a Founders Award chapter. You may know the name Ivan Meisner. He's an author and a networking guru. He started BNI. He has recognized us as a Founders Award chapter, which means we are recognized as one of the 10% top chapters within the world. So we're very honored about that. Thank you. And networking is important, certainly from a business standpoint, but we also become good friends, and we socialize here in Dunedin as well, and the businesses that are part of our chapter provide a lot of dollars. This year alone, we've passed over $3 million in closed business to each other, and that's directly results in business that's being done here in Dunedin, and it's a wonderful thing to know that we have a great partnership with you folks as well. Let me introduce Kathy. She is the vice president of our chapter, and that job is very difficult. She has to keep everybody accountable for all of the numbers and the ways that we do that. And she has a great story of her own about becoming a business owner here in Dunedin. So I'll turn it over to Kathy.
Good evening. I would just like to thank you for the privilege of this proclamation for International Networking Week, and we do a lot in the community, and it is wonderful to have be partners with you. Since joining BNI, have moved my business to the city of Dunedin, and I absolutely love it here, and I'm doing very well on Main Street. And again, thank you, and we totally appreciate this proclamation.
The last thing I want to do is invite you all to our meeting on February 5th, which is a Tuesday morning. Now, here's where we usually lose some of you. It starts at 7:15 in the morning at Lady of Lourdes Church. Commissioner Gracie, I know you're going to be there, and we appreciate that. We appreciate you reading the proclamation for our members as well. And if any of you else would like to, I know some of you have been there before. I think you were there last year. You may have been there last year as well.
2-3 years.
We're still pushing for the mayor to get out there, so there's pressure on you. See, I'm not afraid to say it.
Many years ago, when I was a member myself.
I know. We appreciate all of your support, and we thank you. We look forward to seeing you and whoever else comes on Tuesday morning, the 5th. By the way, Tom Fleming, who is the executive director of our area, he owns the area, if you will. He will be our guest speaker, and he's a very, very powerful speaker. We'll be talking on the value of networking and how we can all work together in that. So it should be a really great meeting. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Are you still meeting at Our Lady of Lourdes?
Our Lady of Lourdes, absolutely, in the Du Bois room. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.